In this video, I'm going to cover a really important question. Will raw meat make your dog aggressive? Dogs are canines, right? Canines are carnivores, and carnivores hunt. They kill to survive, and often they will aggressively defend that kill in the wild. So, will eating raw meat make your dog aggressive? Let's get started. Welcome to the video, and if this is your first time on the channel and you want to know more about raw feeding and other raw feeding related stuff, go ahead and click the subscribe button below, as well as the little bell icon so that you get notified about future videos. And really quick, in the comments below, let me know what you've heard about this subject. Have you ever heard about a dog becoming aggressive from eating raw meat? So, does feeding your dog raw meat make them aggressive? No, it does not. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Number 1, social proof. I've been feeding my dogs a raw diet for 6 years now, and been directly involved with the raw feeding world for 7 years if you want to count the year of research I did before starting. In 7 years, I have never once, not a single solitary time, ever heard about somebody having an occurrence with a dog that did not have previous behavioral issues suddenly become aggressive just because they were switched to a raw diet and began consuming raw meat. It just doesn't happen. If this was as real of a problem as some people would have you believe, I would be hearing about it all the time. When these kinds of things happen in the raw feeding world, they get talked about like crazy, and I'd be hearing about it. Number 2, quality of life improvement. If anything, your dog is going to feel better and be more relaxed after being switched to a raw diet. Oftentimes, when a dog is fed a commercial diet of kibble or canned food, they are subject to certain negative side effects. These symptoms often include bloating, being overweight over time, allergic reactions like scratching, and more. This means the bloating will go down. If fed an appropriate amount, the weight will go down, and oftentimes allergic reactions stop completely because being fed a raw diet removes the items from the diet that are causing a lot of these issues, like grain, which is often the #1 ingredient in commercial food. Number 3, blood is not an automatic trigger. But if they taste blood on anything else, they're going to automatically assume that it's food. No, that's not the case. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people say that in raw feeding groups or people in the real world that I've been talking to about feeding a raw diet. But I'm here to tell you that that is totally bunk. It's completely false. First of all, human blood is significantly different than the blood of any of the animals that you are going to be feeding. Secondly, I want to share an example from my life because I'm sure that a lot of you have had the same experience as well. Let's say that you were out gardening and maybe you nick your knuckle against a rock or you banged your knee on a rock or something like that, and you get this little cut. Nothing serious, but enough to draw a little bit of blood. When my dogs find these cuts, they basically turn into little doggy nurses. They will very, very gently lick the area, attempting to clean the wound, and are exceptionally gentle. And no, before anybody says it in the comments or says it in their head, this is not because they're just enjoying a little treat. Dogs have a very strong pack mentality, and if you've ever seen one dog around another injured dog, they will often come to that other dog's aid. They will attempt to clean that wound for the other dog. I've seen this behavior in my dogs more than once, and I'm sure that you have too. I know that a lot of people are going to disagree with that pack mentality statement, but in 6 years of owning dogs, and 5 of those years having 2 male German Shepherds together, one of which is not fixed, I have seen this behavior over and over again, and I 110% believe in pack mentality. So, does feeding your dog raw meat make them aggressive? No, it absolutely does not. So the next time that you are talking to somebody on the internet or a friend in real life when you're discussing considering feeding a raw diet to your dog and they tell you that feeding raw is going to make your dog aggressive, just go ahead and dismiss that opinion. It's not correct. It's not true. I've seen this for years and years and years. I've never heard of a single occurrence of it. It's not happening. It's just not true. And if you've decided that you want to take the leap and you want to provide your dog with a higher quality of life and you want your dog to live longer, then go ahead and check out the Raw Feeding 101 link below. It's an hour-and-a-half course. It's going to teach you everything that you need to know from day 1 to the end of week 4 and beyond. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video and making it to the end. If you liked what you saw, if you found it informative, then go ahead and click the subscribe button below and a little bell icon so that you don't miss out on future videos. My name is Scott. I am the Dog Dad, and remember, you don't need to be perfect to be an amazing dog owner. You just need to do your best every day and try to improve as you go forward. Peace.